have to head out this morning to, I mean, the next few days are going to be just really busy. And I want to try to get some skiing in, if possible. I don't know of the grandkids, who's around, who's not, so we'll deal with that in a little while, I suppose. But right now I've got to head down to St. J, drop off some coffee, and then a couple other stops. So after I get done that delivery to Bowl in St. J, then I've got to go to Libby's and see how they're doing, see if they need any coffee, because, you know, there's only, what, 4 days? 4 days? 4 days, yeah, 4 days till Christmas, so coffee's a great buying gift option. So we'll see if, you know, it's been fairly busy. I've got work on Thursday at the mountain. Tomorrow I think we're gonna go to, potentially, go to Costco's and our son's over in Virgins, potentially. You know, for probably some of you might wonder, you know, if you've been following this this vlog for a while, when we were in the Bahamas, walking around on beaches and everything else, and then being able to just switch, come back to this. There's reasons. You know, a lot of it, about a lot of things, is about how you think of things. And I mean, I'm not saying you've got to be always cheery, optimistic, oh, the world is wonderful type thing. But it really is a matter of what your state of mind's like. And as far as where you live, how how happy you are or not how happy you are, especially in this season. I mean, it's snowing. Did I love being on the beaches? Absolutely. Do I love going skiing with the grandkids? Absolutely. So just because they're different doesn't mean I can't enjoy both of them and not be unhappy with where I presently am. Because if you're unhappy with where you are, I don't know, life would be pretty miserable, I think. I mean, I haven't the vaguest idea how you, I don't know, how do you go through every day when it's like, moaning and groaning about this, that, and the other thing. So it's just a matter of being happy in the place that you are, happy with what you've got. Maybe you want a little bit more or whatever, but it's being happy in whatever place you are. Whether that's, you know, Vermont with snow, Eleuthera with sandy beaches and turquoise waters, but it's just how things are. And if you can't do that, it's just going to make for a miserable life. And I'm not saying you always are cheery and everything else. I mean, I always look at, you know, it's the science person, mathematical, analytical person in me is always looking for what actually is going on, what's potentially going on, what's happening in the world, what's happening with money, this, that, and the other, and just looking at it from a realistic point of view, but then by the same token, also trying to make the best of whatever the situation is. Like right now with this COVID nonsense for 2 years, you make the best of it, and you're happy with it, right? Or you should be. Here's an example. So back here we have the snow and cold and, you know, that kind of thing in seasons. Whereas down there wasn't so much seasons, a little bit, but not as extreme. But here, let's see, people complain about the food being expensive and this and that and the other stuff, but it's relatively consistent that you can always get it. We don't have to worry about the boat coming in or not coming in. What the cost of food is, it's, it goes up, sure, but it's not like you can expect to pay $10, $12 a gallon for milk. So that's we were happy doing it there, but we live differently there than we do here. So each one was a different mindset, really. One of the other things being back here is that, we've got family, kids, grandkids, and we get to see all of them on a fairly regular basis. We don't get to see them as much as we'd like to because of COVID and all that kind of fun stuff. But, like maybe today, if I get an hour or two, I'll be able to go skiing with the grandkids for a little while. Well, yeah, it would have been great if the grandkids could have gone, okay, yeah, I've got enough time, let's go, when I was living and working in the Bahamas. If they were there, okay, let's go for a swim, or let's go snorkeling, or this, that, and the other. But that didn't happen. So each is different, but it's what you make of those differences. And, I just see so many people who are seemingly miserable, unhappy. Why is that? Were they expecting more out of life? They just thought that they were entitled to more? I really don't know, why. But I'm pretty sure it has to do with how you think of your situation, your life, what's going on in it. And if you're not happy with it, then you should probably try to do something about it. At least that's my thinking. In the not happy department, one of the things that's different here is that, like in the winter, I don't think you can really see it. But the car is a little bouncy right now. I'll pick it up. Because there's snow, ice, etc. frozen in the wheels, and it sets the tires off balance. If you get through a slushy, salty thing, yeah, that tends to get the junk out of those tires. But if you don't, it's not until you can find a puddle, or you go to the car wash, or you chip it out, or something. But that's on the negative side of things. So the best I can say is, why be unhappy when you can just figure out what it is and be happier? Do what you need to do. Figure it out. If you're just waiting for somebody else, I don't know. Just think there's a lot of miserable people who could end up being much happier with their lives if they went and did something about it. Which basically comes down to, it's not somebody else's fault. Take responsibility for your own actions, being, well-being, yourself. Take responsibility for yourself in everything you do. How's that? I just stopped at Libby's Meat Market to see they also sell our coffee. And what we do in that particular case is I keep track of the inventory, I restock them. We agreed on keeping a certain amount of coffee in stock all the time. So I stop in, I see what they need, I replenish it, I give them an invoice, that kind of thing. And they sold a little bit, but not that much. So probably later today, something like that, I'll bring some more down just to make sure there's an adequate supply. But there's probably not going to be, I think in the next day or two, there'll be more people coming in. Right now it's just normal. I don't know what we're going to do. I think for Christmas Day, it's Sid, I, and the kids down below and that thing. And then after that, I think we're on our own. So I don't know. You know, it's not, the food aspect thing isn't a big thing to me. Like I told Sid this morning, I said, you know, if you want to make something, great. If you don't, Kraft macaroni and cheese over the blue box is fine with me. But if she wants to make something, great. We'll get something, I don't know. She was talking about maybe a filet mignon, some other stuff like that. Yeah, it'd be great, but either way, it's not the wherewithal it has to be because you gotta have a fancy meal for Christmas. That's not really what it's about to me. This morning, I think when I get back, I've got another 5 pounds to roast of a Bolivian coffee, and then I don't know, maybe I'll see who's around and if they're wanting to go skiing or whatever. If there's the two down the street, they'll want to probably go, but I don't know, we'll see. If not, I might go for a little while myself. Tomorrow is definitely not skiing, and then Thursday, Friday is definitely work skiing, so we'll see how that all plays. See, you still need a lot more snow in the woods to go skiing in the woods. So it wasn't a bad day skiing. I took my granddaughter up there because she didn't have school, class with COVID, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, a lot of times in the East, especially this time of year, you're going to get ice. And, you know, I think her biggest issue is confidence. Again, you know, it goes right back to that mindset thing. And she's got to wrap her head around that she can do it. So the first run and a half, it was like pulling teeth. And by the next run, she was doing really good. She was confident again. So I, you know, just talk to her. It's all in your head. I know you can do it. You just have to be confident enough to do it. I think this will probably be it for the day. I'm out delivering coffee. I just got done at the ski shop and had 2 people stop by for skis and boots, and now I'm delivering coffee and a rum cake to some people, friends of ours who also buy coffee. And after that, I don't know, I think we're pretty much done for today. Tomorrow I've got to go to Virgin's, but that's just sort of a quick trip to see our son, drop off stuff, say hi, that kind of thing.